There is something incredibly magical about flight. Flying, to do it well, demands our full attention. And because it demands our full attention, it pushes everything else out. I'm Blake Scholl, founder and CEO at Boom Supersonic. I started Boom with the goal of restarting a renaissance in supersonic flight, but ultimately restarting the progress in flight that's been lost over the last 50 years.
It's been this dream for a long time to fly over the Atlantic in 3-4 hours, and you can really connect the world faster. Based on the work that the Boom team is doing, we're getting closer and closer to making that a reality.
My name is Tristan Brandenburg, call sign Geppetto. I'm the chief test pilot at Boom Supersonic. Building XB-1, we proved that not only can we build an airplane, we can build an airplane that flies faster than the speed of sound. And we did that. January 28th was XB-1's first supersonic flight.
There we are. XB-1 is supersonic, faster than the speed of sound.
And then February 10th was the second supersonic flight, and also XB-1's last flight.
We've got confirmation from the control room. What a wonderful achievement.
We built our own flight simulator long before we built the airplane. XB-1 was quite literally built around the pilots.
The simulator was a huge tool to help us get ready for a flight test. If I had to guess, I'd say it was at least 500 hours before I even flew the airplane for the first time. I used the simulator to make sure that I knew exactly what I was going to do, so when I got in the airplane, I could pay attention to what the airplane was telling me.
The XB-1 is obviously a demonstrator plane, which means it's not flying anymore. None of us will ever fly this plane. Our audience is very, very interested in modern technology, and supersonic has always been an elusive dream.
I grew up playing Microsoft Flight Simulator on my very first PC. I've loved flight as long as I can remember. Microsoft Flight Simulator has inspired multiple generations. I want to inspire the next generation to pursue flight, to want to be part of it, to want to contribute to it. I think XB-1 will go down in history as the airplane that unlocked a renaissance of a new supersonic age. Supersonic flight was banned in the US from 1973 until June 6th of this year, because this airplane proved that you can fly supersonic without creating an audible sonic boom on the ground.
Our audience in Flight Sim can now experience what this is actually going to feel like, and what is this connection of the world really going to be. We digitized everything, and it's as close to a digital twin of this aircraft as you can make. And I think people will be really interested to explore it, how it flies, what is the flight envelope like, what's the flight model feel like.
XB-1 is by far the coolest airplane I've ever flown, and it is one of only 2 airplanes I've ever flown that is happier flying supersonic than it is subsonic. It's difficult to build an airplane that is good at flying fast and one that's good at flying slow. If you have a hard time landing XB-1 in the sim, don't feel bad. It's a really difficult airplane to land.
As a demonstrator, it's really only flying out of one airport. It's not designed to fly everywhere. It's also not designed to fly at night. So we made it such that the Boom plane can actually go to all kinds of airports. We don't allow flying at night because there is actually no night lighting in the plane. We chose the path of stay as authentic as we can to the actual plane, but make it a little bit more accessible so people can take it in other places just than this one airport. The Boom Supersonic team has been so gracious in giving us all their time and information to recreate their aircraft in our simulator. And it shows how dedicated they are to get their aircraft right and to inspire people with the aircraft.
Every pilot has some airplane that inspired them. Hopefully there's someone who plays Microsoft Flight Sim for the first time because XB-1 is in there, and that inspires that person to become a pilot and to do this as a career.